I just saw MGM.
What do you mean, MGM?
He came round the...
Hey, no, Jackie. Bad Jackie. Stop chasing the stars out of our studio. Ugh, God damn it. Guess we'll have to replace the lion. Again. Didn't we do that 3 times already? Shut up and call the Dublin Zoo. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Logo Corner, where vanity plates may inspire you to catch up on old episodes of Laverne and Shirley. Today we're going to talk about another well-known logo that not only involved a large, imposing feline, but also begs the question, where the hell did they find these animals? Did they hold auditions for the logo and send callbacks to the trainers involved? And why in the world did they pick this particular animal and not, say, a tiger, a domestic house cat, or a pink panther? Well, the answers will be revealed today on this episode with our discussion of the one, the only, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Studios Incorporated.
What you're going to see now is just one section of this giant complex.
Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, founded in 1924, was, for lack of a better word, a prodigious Hollywood studio, though its studios were technically located in Culver City. Anyways, even the most casual moviegoer should be somewhat familiar with MGM and its catalog of films, because I'm sure many of you faithful viewers in YouTube land have seen the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz at one point in your life, whether it may have been in the form of a VHS or DVD from your parents, or from a rebroadcast on television since it airs, for the US anyway, every Thanksgiving. Of course, MGM was not a one-trick pony. Their mountains of influential stars and feature films attest to the studio's contribution to the golden age of Hollywood. MGM's roster consisted of famous figures such as Gene Kelly, Joan Crawford, Paul Newman, Katharine Hepburn, Jimmy Stewart, Hedy Lamarr, Clark Gable, Lucille Ball, and many others, while their filmography consists of classic hits such as Ben-Hur, Dr. Zhivago, The Dirty Dozen, Singing in the Rain, Meet Me in St. Louis, Jailhouse Rock, the Andy Hardy movies, Rocky, Platoon, Mutiny on the Bounty, Gone with the Wind. I could seriously continue ad infinitum. Unfortunately, while the history of MGM was rich, their latter history was a study in tragedy and reversal of fortune. I won't go into too much detail since this is more of a logo show than a series of retrospectives of media companies, but essentially after the deaths of 2 major players in MGM's history, Irving Thalberg and co-founder Louis B. Mayer, the company changed hands multiple times, their film output decreased, the MGM studios themselves were sold and later purchased by Lorimar, and later on Sony, which purchased the company in 2005. By 2010, MGM filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. However, MGM did emerge from bankruptcy in 2012 as a private company owned by MGM Holdings, Inc., which is ran primarily by MGM's creditors. With MGM's rise in popularity came a logo that defined the studio's existence throughout its entire lifespan. Of course, the logo that we are all familiar with is the one featuring the ever-popular Leo the Lion, surrounded by golden film strips with the words Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer on the top portion of the logo in a classy font, underpinned by a smiling drama mask and olive branches, and the studio motto, Ars Gratia Artis, engraved in the upper portion of the circular film strip border surrounding Leo's head. But who decided to include a lion in the logo? What's with the Ars Gratia Artis motto? Why the film strips and the drama mask? The answer lies in the formation of MGM as a company and the logos associated with the constituent companies that merged to form MGM in the first place. Metro Pictures was a motion picture production company founded in 1915 by a variety of people, most notably Richard A. Rowland and Louis B. Mayer. The company operated out of New York City and produced films both in that city and in Fort Lee, New Jersey, which was, as you remember from the previous episode, pretty much Hollywood before Hollywood. After making some films, the company was purchased in 1919 by movie theater chain owner and magnate Marcus Loew. However, Loew decided that Metro's output was not enough to satisfy his personal quota for supplying the theaters he owned, so he merged Metro with another company he purchased, Goldwyn Pictures, which we will talk about very shortly. The only Metro Pictures logos I was able to find were just still pictures. To my knowledge, no on-screen movie logo has been unearthed yet. The logo consists of what looks like a weirdly designed black peacock, please let me know if I am wrong, against a white background. The peacock appears to be surrounded by a black ring of sorts, with the words Metro Pictures in bold font above it. Oddly designed and monochromatic indeed. The company folded in 1924. Goldwyn Pictures Corporation was another motion picture company that also operated out of Fort Lee, New Jersey. The principal founders of this company were Samuel Goldfish, a Polish-American movie producer, and Archibald and Edgar Selwyn, who were both Broadway producers. The company name is simply a portmanteau of the two names, which I'm sure was a better choice than the alternative, Selfish. At any rate, Samuel Goldfish was so enthralled by the name of the company that he legally changed his last name to Goldwyn. Even I can't make these hilarious events up. Then again, Sam Goldwyn was a hilarious guy, though very important in the Hollywood biz. He almost founded Paramount Pictures, for Christ's sakes. The company matured and flourished, and even rented Universal Studios lots for a period of time. It is also interesting to note that Goldwyn associated the company with Columbia University's so-called photoplay writing class. The significance of Columbia University I will discuss later. Goldwyn Pictures also purchased a studio lot from Triangle Studios in 1918, which was to be the famous MGM lots in Culver City. Despite Goldwyn's attempts to vertically integrate the company, ironically with Loew's Theaters, clashes between him and his investors caused him to abandon the company in 1922. At that point, Loew was informed Goldwyn Pictures was up for grabs, and Loew's production demands inspired him to merge Goldwyn Pictures and the already discussed Metro together. Now, as for the logo of Goldwyn Pictures, which I have already flashed on the screen several times, you may notice that the logo appears very familiar. For all intents and purposes, this was the prototypical logo for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, as it contains all the logo elements extant in the current MGM logo. You got the lion, you got the film strips, you got the mask, you got the motto, you got the olive branches, and the word trade and the word mark on both sides of the logo itself. The only thing that's different about the logo are that the words "A Goldwyn Picture" are on the very bottom. I'll explain where the lion and all this other stuff came from later on in the video. 3 known variants of this particular logo exist. The first variant, introduced in 1916, is the most well-known of the 3. The first variant features a moving lion that Samuel Goldwyn nicknamed Leo. However, some people believe that this lion was Slats. I'll get to the names of the lions later in the video too, but most people consider him the original Leo the Lion. Unlike other logos which had their own jingles and film scores, Goldwyn Pictures did not have one. In fact, looking at these logos is a sobering experience, since the silence just makes the logo appear distant and almost intimidating, though the lion does appear cutesy.
Hey, you flicking meat around me? I want that. Give me that. Come on.
The second variant, introduced in 1921, is perhaps the most harrowing of the 3. We still have the lion, the film strips, the mask, the olive branches, the motto, and so forth, but now we have an illustrated lion that just stares into nothing with its eyes closed. It's as if the lion was stuck in suspended animation, or that it's on its final legs of living. How morbid. Either way, the frozen lion coupled with the overwhelming English font that forms the "A Goldwyn Pictures" message gives me the creeps. I hope whoever preserved this lion hired an experienced taxidermist. Last but not least, the third and final variant, which was introduced in 1923, features a different lion, though all the components mentioned before are still present. This time the lion is moving. Thank God. Although the jump cuts may have indicated the lion was giving these people a hard time. Also, since it is a different lion, no one can be sure if that is the original Leo or Slats. For the sake of convenience, I'll just call him Slats 2, since that's a very different name than Slats 1. As mentioned previously, because of Loew's merger with this company and Metro, the company folded in 1924. At last, we are at the final piece of the puzzle, and with the shortest explanation to boot. Louis B. Mayer Pictures Corporation was an eponymously named production company founded in 1918 by none other than Louis B. Mayer, who, if you've been paying attention, founded Metro Pictures 2 years prior. The studio would produce several films, however Mayer noticed that Loew acquired both Goldwyn Pictures and Metro Pictures, and also wanted in on the merger. Mayer's studio was absorbed into the merger by 1924. Based on my research, no logo identity exists for Louis B. Mayer Pictures Corporation. Wait. What's with this Metro-Goldwyn Pictures business? Didn't I say at the beginning of the video that MGM was founded in 1924? While MGM was technically founded in 1924 with the acquisition of Louis B. Mayer Pictures, Mayer's name was not added to the company name until the end of 1924 when Mayer became head of studio operations in Culver City, which was previously purchased by Lowe. In that period of time between the acquisition of Mayer's production company and when Mayer rose in the ranks of the merged company, the company referred to itself as simply Metro-Goldwyn Pictures. The associated logo for the company is another still illustration, though the illustration is remarkably different. It still features prototypical Leo, but now we see Leo assuming a Sphinx-esque pose, surrounded by the familiar circular film strip. The Sphinx lion appears to be sitting on this statue with its tail dangling on the side. The logo is flanked with 2 torches, and the words "A Metro-Goldwyn Picture" is spaced throughout the logo to give the statue and design more detail. It's not as chilling of a logo, but it's certainly overcomplicated. Fun fact, this logo was also used during the MGM era, though no one really knows how long the logo was in use during that time. However, it was not around for too long, and now...